in question 1, we are given 75 divided by something equals 7.5. And with these questions, if you look carefully, you see the digit 7, 5, and you see the digit 7, 5. So there's a little clue in that. Let me give you an example here. If I said 25 divided by 10. Now, what's the shortcut with this? So all this is going in your head. So you have 25. You know the decimal point is always here, even though they don't write it. It's always there. And the rule for dividing by 10 is to move the decimal point back to the left. How many times though? We have to move it once because there's 1 0. So I'm going to move this decimal point back here. Now I can remove all this. So my answer is 2.5. So I'm going to write that here, 2.5. So we did 25 divided by 10 to get 2.5. And we have to do the same thing with 75. We have to divide it by 10 to get 7.5. Now another way I'm going to show you, you have 75 divided by something equals 7.5. Now what some people do is they move this divided by something across the equal sign. So they take all this across. And remember we said whenever you move something across an equal sign, it changes. It does the opposite or the inverse. And we said inverse just simply means opposite. Now the opposite of a divide is a times. So we need to work this out. 7.5 times something will equal 75. It's a bit strange this is because it's the other way around. Normally you see this on the left hand side and the answer on the right hand side. And you should know to turn 7.5 into 75 you multiply by 10. Question 2, we're told a group of friends makes £80 washing cars. And at the end of the day, when they share the £80, they get £16 each. Now we want to work out how many friends are there in the group. So again, you can do it this way. You can say 16 times number of friends equals 80. So we can rearrange this. So we have the number of friends here equals 80, and the opposite of a times by 16 is a divide by 16. So this is the question we need to answer. And how can we work out how many 16s there are in 80? We can simply do column addition to find out how many 16s there are in 80. So let's start that here. 16 add 16. This is the ones column and this is the tens column. So let me just label that. It's the ones column or the old units column, because children call it ones now. 6 add 6 is 12. Put the 2 down, carry the 1. 1 add 1 is 2, plus the 1 is 3. So 16 add 16 is 32, and we need to get to 80. So let me add another 16 to this 32. So 32 add 16. 2 add 6 is 8. 3 add 1 is 4. We've got 48 and we want 80. So let's continue on here. 48 add 16. 8 add 6. That's 14. And we can't put 14 in one column, 2 digits in one column. That would be wrong. So let me rub this off. So I have to put the 4 here and carry the 1 over to the next column here. So now in the second column, which is the tens column, I have 4 plus 1, which is 5, plus this 1 which we've carried over, makes it 6. So our answer is 64, but we want 80. So let's try adding another 16. 64 add 16. 4 add 6 is 10. So we put the 0 here and we carry the 1 over to the next column. 6 add 1 is 7. Plus this 1 we've carried over makes it 8. Now we've got 80 and we wanted 80, which is good. We can stop here. So how many 16s are there in 80? Let's have a look. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many friends are there in this group? There's 5. In question 3, we're given 1, 2, 3 cards, and we're told that Chen splits them up into a 2-digit number and a 1-digit number. And when she multiplies them, her answer is a multiple of 10. Multiple of 10 just means in the 10 times table. So for example, it'd be 10, 20, 30, and you can even have 100, 110. As long as it ends in a 0, the last digit is 0, it's a multiple of 10. Now what we can do is do trial and error, or we can use a rule that says if I have a multiple of 5, all that means is the number has to end in the digit 5. And we multiply it by an even number. And remember, our even numbers end in 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8. If we know this rule, we can do this question in an easy way. So let me try this. 5 times, now I have a 2-digit number. The question is, do I write 69 or do I write 96? Now, I need to work out an even number. Which one's an even number from these two? I can see straight away it's that because it ends in a 6. So I'm going to do 5 times 96. What I want to do is use the grid method here. So let me draw a grid. I'm going to put the 5 on the side. And I'm going to split 96 up. So when I split 96 up, I know I've got 9 in the tens column, which is 90, plus, and 6 in the ones column, or the units column, and that's 6. So what I'll do is, I'll put this up here, 90 and 6. Okay, what I need to do is 5 times 90. And what I can do is I can hide this 0 and do 5 times 9. Now, if I know my 5 times table or my 9 times table, it makes it much easier. Because I know 9 times 5 is 45. And then what I simply do is bring this 0 down. So let me just do that for you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So if I look here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I've got 9 lots of 5, which is 45. So that's where I got that from. Now it's 5 times 6. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know 5 times 6 is 30. So I can put that here. Now what I want to simply do is just add these two numbers. So let me do it as column addition here. 450. And I have to carefully line this 30 up. So 3 goes in the tens column and 0 in the ones column. So I simply add these two. Let me quickly label this up. This is the ones column. This is the tens column. And this here is the hundreds column. 0 add 0 is 0. 5 add 3 is 8. 4 add nothing, there's nothing here, so it's 4 add nothing, which is simply 4. So our answer is 480. So we know Chen split these up into 5 times 96. Now there's another way Chen could have split these up. She could have used 6 times 95.